Kenya's political stage is bracing for a storm as former Nairobi Governor Mike Sonko, once written off after a bruising impeachment battle, launches a bold bid for redemption, unveiling a new political party and preparing to drag his case back to the Supreme Court in a last attempt to reclaim his place in the country's power arena. Former Nairobi Governor Mike Sonko has declared that he is preparing a major political return after successfully registering a new political party, the National Economic Development Party, NEDP. The development marks Sonko's most significant step toward re-entering national politics since his dramatic impeachment in December 2020. Despite the constitutional barrier that prevents an impeached leader from holding public office, Sonko has revealed a renewed legal strategy aimed at overturning the Supreme Court decision that upheld his removal. His move follows recent legal victories and the emergence of what he considers fresh evidence that may alter the direction of his case. A prolonged legal battle. Sonko's impeachment journey began when Nairobi MCAs overwhelmingly voted to remove him from office over allegations of gross misconduct. He challenged the move at the High Court, which upheld the impeachment. The case proceeded through the Court of Appeal and eventually reached the Supreme Court, where the decision to remove him from office was confirmed, effectively ending his tenure as governor. However, Sonko later sought redress at the East African Court of Justice (ECJ), where judges found that the process leading to his impeachment had violated legal procedures. The regional court concluded that the removal had been conducted in a manner inconsistent with the law, giving Sonko renewed grounds to question the Kenyan ruling. New evidence and a fresh review. Sonko now intends to petition the Supreme Court for a review of its earlier decision, relying on new affidavits submitted by former MCAs who participated in the impeachment. The sworn statements reportedly indicate that some ward representatives were pressured by powerful state actors to support the motion against him. According to Sonko, this new material fundamentally changes the nature of the case and reveals irregularities in the impeachment proceedings. Under Article 193 of the Constitution, a person is only barred from seeking elective office once all avenues of appeal or review regarding their case have been fully exhausted. Sonko argues that since his review application is pending and supported by new evidence, he remains eligible to contest for any political seat until the legal process is concluded. Formation and direction of the National Economic Development Party. With the registration of NEDP, Sonko is positioning himself back at the center of political organizing. He has indicated that the party aims to offer a fresh platform for ordinary Kenyans, particularly young people, who have long been sidelined in national political decision-making. The party intends to conduct a national recruitment drive that will focus on attracting youthful aspirants for various elective positions across the country. The leadership envisions a political movement in which young people do not merely observe politics from the sidelines but actively influence policies and national priorities. NEDP's leadership lineup reflects this youth-focused approach. Sonko is listed as the party leader, with former University of Nairobi student leader Anthony Manyara and Kemu University student leader Naomi Chebet Masai appointed as deputy party leaders. The chairmanship has been handed to John Nyamu, while Sonko's former personal assistant, Ben Mulwa, takes the role of Secretary General. Eric and George will serve as Deputy Secretary General, and the finance docket will be managed by Treasurer Francis Wambua and Deputy Treasurer Laura Mwend. The party's organizing wing will be led by National Organizing Secretary Peterson Maina, supported by his deputy, Joseph Kiangoi. A renewed mission for youth empowerment. NEDP's leadership believes that Kenya's youth should no longer be relegated to supporting roles in politics. Instead, the party aims to position them at the forefront of agenda setting, leadership, and policy formulation. This approach marks a shift from traditional political structures, where young people often serve primarily as mobilizers or campaign foot soldiers. Looking ahead, the party is expected to be formally launched at a later date, after which it will roll out its national programs and candidate recruitment plans. Sonko, who has previously served as Makadara MP, Nairobi Senator, and Nairobi Governor, is banking on both legal and political renewal to re-establish his place in Kenya's political landscape. His comeback bid, combining a fresh political party, new legal arguments, and youth-driven messaging, signals the beginning of a new chapter in his long and contentious political career. Welcome to the Time Anchor, your go-to source for the latest news and hot stories. Subscribe now and never miss an update.